Welcome to the Home Business Academy, my friend. Excellent decision. We are so excited that you decided to join our community. And right here on this special page, actually, before I tell you that, your login information will be showing up in your email inbox here in just a few minutes. But while you're waiting, Mike and I wanted to make you a very special offer while you're here. This offer is only available to people like you who just made a decision to buy the Home Business Academy. So I want to encourage you to pay close attention because this offer will be available nowhere else. This is the only page you'll ever see this offer. And this offer revolves around a very special something that we released just last week. We actually talked about this in the last video that you just came through, the product that we have been in development of for the last 6 months that was designed for two purposes. Number one, it was designed to help people like you and me and everyone in our academy be able to generate larger, faster incomes. And it was also designed to help people gain information that can really help them to build lives of financial freedom. So we're so excited to show this to you. But before we do, we just want to show you what happened on this last webinar just this last week when we released this for the very first time. You see these $500 payments in our merchant account. These were actually sales notifications that started to come in the very night that we showed what we're about to show to you to a select group of people. So it was literally like sales notification after sales notification after sales notification. The people who saw what we're about to show you saw the vision and they loved it. So what we want to do is just share with you this product, and then we want to give you this special offer that we were talking about. So product story. Before we actually turn it over to Mike and show you what the product is, I want to tell you just a quick background around this product. So as I mentioned, we've actually been in development of this product, Mike and I and the Home Business Academy, for the last 6 months. So this wasn't something we just threw together. We put a lot of time and also monetary resources into the development of this product. And here's the basic bottom line, sum and substance of what this product is designed to do. One of the things that we've noticed over the years as we've been involved in helping people generate income from home is we've noticed that it is extremely probable, and also it is extremely possible and also probable that people, once they learn how to generate income in home business and out, one of the problems that we've noticed is that they don't really understand how to keep that money and then cause that money to work for them. Robert Kiyosaki says financial literacy is not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep and how that money works for you. So we realized a few months back that if we wanted to really help people, helping them make money was just one part of the solution. The other part was we needed to educate people on how to keep that money so that their wealth grows, right? And so that's where we came up with this idea for the Financial Literacy Academy, which is the product that we're just about to show you that right now on this page, you have a special offer. You'll never see this again. You have an opportunity. If you like what you see, it's totally up to you. You don't have to buy, but if you like what you see, you can get this product right now on this page for a staggering 50% discount. So Mike Hobbs, why don't you go ahead and open up the screen and show us what this product is all about?
I would be happy to. I'm super excited about this because, when we're building a home-based business, the goal is to, not just make a bunch of money, but it's also to keep it, right? So we've really laid out this product to help you keep more money, and then the money that you keep, multiply it. Right? So I don't know about you, but I just want to ask you guys a question. How would you like to keep more of your money that you make and then also multiply it, quadruple it, whatever it may be, right? So that's basically the premise of this whole product. So here's the back office, the Financial Literacy Academy. Super excited to share this with you. Now, we've kind of laid this out the same formation that we do our Home Business Academy in modules and sections where we lay it all out in different videos, as well as lesson audios, lesson worksheets, as you can see right here. So this first section, we're literally just kind of covering exactly Financial Literacy 101. This is kind of stuff like, Paul, for example, this is a lot of principles that Robert Kiyosaki teaches, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's a combination of things that Robert Kiyosaki teaches, T. Harv Eker teaches, other great mentors, wealth mentors, Millionaire Next Door, Thomas Stanley, and William Danko. Basically, if I could, I'll just give a bottom line on this. ever since I got into home-based businesses 2009, I've been reading books and books and books and books on financial literacy and how to grow wealth. And one of the things that I've discovered in my journey is that in order to be successful with money, you have to understand money. And so as I was been reading these books and getting educated by great mentors, my wife and I, we actually applied what we were learning. And so we started to notice differences in our financial lives versus other people that we knew, like our friends and family, their financial lives. And it wasn't necessarily that we were making more money than them. It was that we understood money in a different way. And we were making spending decisions in different ways. And basically we were following the advice that had been given to us from great mentors throughout that first 9-year period. So this entire first section, Financial Literacy 101, is designed to take someone who might be, like, if I could use a metaphor, nearsighted a little bit, where they look at the financial world and everything is blurry. And because it's blurry, they don't make the best decisions. This first section is designed to take this glasses and give everyone a set of glasses so that everything becomes clear. They understand money. They understand why the poor get poorer. They understand why the rich get richer. They understand the distinctions that make the difference. It's laying a foundation for what's to come. And this information, truthfully, Mike, right in this section has been extremely valuable to my family. I really can't even put a price tag on it, to be honest with you. It's just I owe to this information nearly, like, almost entirely the great financial situation that we're in right now. So.
Awesome. So that's just and that's one part of our first section here, and we have this broken up into 3 sections, and these are very, very valuable. Each of their own, I'd say, is worth well over the price tag, the full retail price tag that we're offering here. Each section alone could be its own product. That's what's really cool about how we have this. But we put it all into one. And again, we're using our same philosophy where we're giving it to you everything. Giving you it all. We're not going to have hey, learn a little bit about financial literacy and then buy this other product that'll teach you the rest, right? That's not our philosophy. We want to give you everything. So that leads us to debt elimination, and this is something that's plagued me in the very beginning of my home business career. I remember I was $100,000 in debt, and I actually got backed into a corner where I was facing when my income went down and it went away, which happens in the home business industry periodically to a lot of people. If you're strapped in debt, guess what? You could lose everything. You literally could be backed into a corner of bankruptcy, losing everything if you're tied down to debt. So, Paul, real quick, what has eliminating debt done for you and your family?
So people watching this video, they may or may not know my story, but back when I first got started on this Freedom Crusaders journey, we like to call it, my wife and I were living in a single wide trailer house, and we got exposed to some information that taught us some things about debt. It taught us what debt was, why it was dangerous. It taught us how the banking system works. And my wife and I, as we got exposed to this information, we said, you know what? We want to stay out of debt as much as possible. And so we set a goal and we were living in a trailer at the time, right? But we set a goal. We said, hey, look, when we finally do buy a house, when we buy our dream house, we want to be able to do it without debt, because we realize that debt in combination with a house or cars can literally cause you to spend hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands minimum, but in most cases, hundreds of thousands of extra dollars in interest. And what we realized was that all of that hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest that was going to the bank was going to require me and or my wife being away from our family, working just to pay the bank. And so this information in this particular section is basically everything that was taught to us that allowed us to see debt for what it was, and then also get on a path to be able to get out of debt. And what happened for my wife and I is just a few years ago, and I think I'm 38 now. I think this was about 36 years old. We bought our dream home in the country. It's on 7 acres here in Southeast Idaho. We did go in a very small amount of debt for the mortgage. I think we got like a $30,000 loan or something like that. But then we paid it off within the first couple of months. So at 36 years old, my wife and I, we were able to become 100% mortgage free. And I can't tell you and car, we don't have any debt on cars. We don't have any debt on credit cards. And so this information in this module has literally saved my family at least $100,000, if not more. But even more than that, Mike, is it's allowed us to sleep peacefully at night. It's really given us a sense of peace of mind that I'm just so grateful for, and I'm just so excited to be able to help other people, develop in their lives.
Awesome. So that leads me to a question for all the viewers is, how would you like to be debt-free and be able to just live off the income that you make? How cool would that be? So the next section, so that's section number 1. That in itself could literally be, hundreds of thousands of dollars to you, savings in your pocket and not paying that interest. So that's one cool thing. That's just some added value that you can add on top of this. So section number 2, now this is something that is really, really important when it comes to when you start actually making money in your business. Why do I say this? Well, if you hire the wrong person to do your accounting, or if you don't really understand these concepts, your ignorance will be costing you thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Why do I know this? Well, because I thought I hired someone who was competent in bookkeeping and who is competent in taxes. And just my story alone, this is actually something recent. The last 3 years, I did my taxes. I had a bookkeeper paying him $100 a month. And I found out, those 3 years, I owed a lot of money in taxes. I was like, man, I owe quite a bit of money in taxes. What's going on here? And I just thought it was because I made a lot of money, right? Which is cool. That's a good problem to have. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I made a lot of money. I owe a lot of taxes. That's all good. But then what I didn't realize was I had this a more competent person who did just looked at my last 3 tax returns, and he's like, yeah, you way overpaid. You should be getting back at least $60,000 from what you paid. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. So then he started digging deep. They redid my whole 3 years tax returns, and just the records and bookkeeping module in here alone was worth $60,000, because here's the thing. They found a mistake my bookkeeper made where they basically took and I don't want to get too technical in here, but they basically income me for all the income coming in plus my K1s and all this stuff. And I'm not going to go into detail, but bottom line is one bookkeeping mistake that my bookkeeper made, paying him $100 a month for 3 years. And literally he's been known to be, the bookkeeper for people in the home business profession, right? So even a competent, that I thought, bookkeeper made that mistake. And it turned out to be, I overpaid by $128,000. So just by not understanding taxes, not understanding bookkeeping, I hired the wrong people, and it cost me $128,000 extra dollars. Now, luckily, I was able to turn that around, and I just got finalized, and all that money I no longer owe back, and it's really, really awesome. So it's an awesome feeling. So Paul, this tax section, what have we put in this product for people to not make these mistakes that I made?
Yeah, so that's such a great introduction, Mike. And I just want to say a couple of things, then we'll kind of tell people what we did in this section. One thing that I wanted to highlight is that, and this actually came in the research portion of this product, there was a guy that's really knowledgeable on taxes. His name is Sandy Botkin. He's a CPA. He was actually an attorney for the IRS. And he said one of the things that he hears from people all the time is that, oh, my accountant handles my taxes. And what Sandy Botkin said was, he says, that's like saying, oh, my doctor handles my health. So one of the things that we learned is that, like you said, you can't just rely on these people that are doing our taxes. In many cases, the accountants that we have doing our taxes, they just want to put in the data, click the button, and then send in our return. They're not really out there to help us save as much money legally, honestly, and ethically as they can. So we realized, like you pointed out, Mike, that there was a huge need for education in this area. Now, we don't have to become accountants, we don't have to become attorneys, but we have to be literate literate enough that we know what's available to us so we can hold our accountants and our attorneys accountable. And so if I could just kind of go back, it was not too long after I started my home business career, I actually invested $20,000 to, oh, I'm on video again. I actually invested $20,000 to go down to this event to learn from like all of these experts, right? $20,000. I put $10,000 in, and my best friend, one of my best friends from Africa, he put another $10,000 in. Well, I learned from all these different experts, and it was great. But there was one guy that I've always remembered, because what he taught me saved me so much money, and it got me excited about learning about taxes. And so I thought, and I've actually hired this guy years later after I saw him speak. I've hired him for $400 an hour. And so Mike and I were talking, and we're like, and by the way, this guy, he's a best-selling author. He's a nationally recognized trainer. He's an attorney. He's an accountant. He's funny. He knows his stuff. And we're like, what if, Mike, what if we could get him to come and train inside this section? Like, would it even be possible? And lo and behold, we got him. It only cost us a few $1,000s, right? But that's okay. He's well worth it. So, Mike, if you want to open up another tab, maybe you can show him his website real quick. I don't know. We can just kind of share some of his credentials. But his name is Mark Kohler, Mark J. Kohler. And this gentleman, as I mentioned, he's been on Forbes. He's been on, I think it's CNN. If you scroll down just a little bit, Mike, we'll see. Okay, here we go. MSNBC, Entrepreneur.com, Yahoo Finance, Reuters, The Wall Street Journal. So extremely credible man. And we got him, Mr. Mark Kohler. So let's jump back to the product. We got him to put together some videos and resources for us inside the Financial Literacy Academy. So we've got like, as Mike's scrolling down, you can see there's tons of stuff in here, right? Just super high value, high quality information. Any one of these videos can save you tons of money. In fact, Mike, if you'll scroll back up just a little bit, this is, well, let's see, go back down. There was the one on the escort right here. Oh, no, down a little bit more. There was one here, one more. We got the home office deduction, how to get dining on your food right there. How to eliminate up to 40% of Social Security and Medicare tax with an S corporation. This one strategy. Okay, now I also want to tell you, in everything we do in the Home Business Academy, we want to overpromise and underdeliver. So we're like, how can we put together a product that would just add way more value, way more than what people spent? This one video here, the first year I implemented this strategy saved me $7,000. That's a 100% true story. $7,000 in taxes. This is just one video in the entire academy, and the Financial Literacy Academy is chock full of videos like this. So let's go back up to the sections, and we can kind of just show people the sections that Mark is in. So we've got Mark in tax strategy for U.S. business owners. We've got Mark in retirement planning strategies. We've got, we're going to bring him back actually for a Q&A, which we haven't done yet. So when you decide to join, if you decide to join this product, you can come in, go through all the information, and make a list of all the questions you have, get them to us, and then we'll get all those questions answered and put in this product when we have Mark back on here. Which section is this, Mike? So we've got... down at the bottom, we've also got him in Asset Protection 101 and Entity Setup Maintenance. So literally, we paid Mark thousands of dollars to do this. So that's just another piece of the section. And now let's go ahead and jump down to the Guerrilla Money Strategies and Bonus Modules, because once you understand where to put your money and where not to put your money, as far as like what's going to put you in a financially free position, the next thing that you want to know is how do you grow that money, right? So what we've got here in the Guerrilla Money Strategies and Bonus Modules are strategies that my family has used to take the money that we were earning and roll it over into bigger profits. And we call this guerrilla because these are not necessarily strategies that you're going to hear from Wall Street. You're not going to hear these from your financial planner. These are strategies that people can use like in a guerrilla manner. What does that mean? It means, hey, if you got a few $1,000s in the bank, what can you do to roll that $3,000 into bigger profits? And so the process that we followed is we actually, in my family, and not that you have to do this, but we started flipping cars. And so we would buy a car, we'd understand a little bit about it, and then we would sell it. And we've done that over the years, and it's literally put tens of thousands of dollars in my family's pocket. So in this module, we go through and teach everything that we know that has allowed us to do that. And not that you necessarily have to do this, but if you do, one of the things that it will do is it will get your mind tuned for how to look for a deal, how to analyze the market, how to add value, how to negotiate, right? Which are all skills that then can lead over into the next activities that you do as you're growing your income. Another thing that my family has done is we've invested in mobile homes. I started my freedom crusading journey in a mobile home, right? So I came to realize that these can actually be nice homes for people to live in. So we started buying these mobile homes and generating passive cash flow through these mobile homes. And our first investment, and I talk about this in these modules, I actually give you 3 real life case studies, but the first one we did was a 42% return. Now, this isn't investment advice, right? You always want to see competent professional. This is for informational purposes only, but literally a 42% return. So we invested like $10,000 and turned that into like a $400 monthly passive cash flow. So, just one other concept to think about that relates to this product is we believe that we should make money in either business or a job, whether that be home business or, however you're bringing in money. The real financial freedom formula is you take that money and then you put your money to work for you so that eventually you not only can get rid of your job, that's possible, but then you can also, if you want to, get rid of your business because now your money is making you more money and you can kind of live off your resources. And that's really a big part of what this product is about. So we've got a stair-step progression where you can start with something simple like flipping cars, doesn't take a lot of money. You can learn to grow that into mobile homes. And then if you want to, you can start flipping houses for bigger profits. And in House Flipping 101, I have a really great friend here in Southeast Idaho who's a professional house flipper. He's flipped 22 houses. His name is Brandon. You see him there on the screen. And he has made as much as, again, not a guarantee of income, but he has made as much as $100,000 from one deal. On several other deals, he made over $65,000. And all in his 22 flips, he's never lost money. And he averages about $20,000 to $30,000 on a flip. And in this module, we interview Brandon and break down his scientific formula, everything that he thinks about, how he analyzes the market, his process, like his exact process. And in this section, he actually calls this quote unquote guaranteed money. And then he's like, well, I can't guarantee it, but this process for me, for my family, has been like guaranteed money. So did I cover everything, Mike? I don't know if I covered everything you wanted me to, or maybe I covered too much. I'm not sure, but I'll send it back to you.
That's perfect. That's perfect. But yeah, so bottom line, guys, is this is a product that, literally everybody should have, honestly. And that's what we wanted to do. And one other cool thing, and I'll take off the screen share. One other thing that you can look at it like is we wanted a product that, obviously pays really awesome commissions. So, you'll earn for this offer right here, you'll earn $400 commissions. If someone buys a full price, you'll get $800 commissions from this one product. But here's the cool thing. The money that you spend on this product, it's kind of like a wash. It's almost like you're getting money for buying this product. Why do I say that? Well, because you're going to spend, the $500 now, but you're going to save money on interest on your debt by going through that module. You're going to save way more than $500 if you follow all the tax strategies just manually without even hiring someone. You're going to save. I promise you guys. I can never guarantee anything because I never guarantee that you'll take the action that you're supposed to. But bottom line is, if you can't save $500 in taxes from those modules, I don't know there's something wrong, right? Because bottom line is, you should be able to save money from taxes, right, Paul? Just in one deduction.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, part of our goal, and you can confirm this, Mike, but as Mike and I masterminded on this product, our goal was to make every single section worth $500 to $1,000, and I think we came pretty close, if not surpassed that. What do you think? You've kind of gone through some of the product now. Do you think we did that?
Yeah, we've definitely surpassed that. In fact, just the tax section alone, that's worth thousands, guys. We paid thousands just to have Mark Kohler come in, so you don't have to pay that money. And you get it. And then, obviously the debt section, you'll save money there. The taxes, you should be able to save more than $500 in deductions. And then obviously the multiplying your money, you can't put a price tag on that because, you're taking your existing money and you're turning it into more. So really the price tag for this, it's a no-brainer because it's 50% off right now. And so it's a no-brainer. Like literally this is going to put more money back in your pocket. And not only that, multiply the money you currently have into more money. So you can't really put a price tag on this. Honestly, this should be worth at least a $2,000 product. We're only putting a $1,000 price tag on it. And on this page, it's only 500. Okay. So you guys can pick that up below the video. And we also have a 3-pay, right, Paul?
Yeah, so one of the things that we noticed as we shared this with that private group last week is that a lot of people bought it right on the spot. So the 500 is the best deal that you're going to get. But we noticed some people were like, I really want to buy this product, but money is a little tight right now. And so Mike figured out a way to do a 3-pay option. So down below this video, if you want to get this product for 50%, and by the way, you don't have to get it right now. You can never get it, or you can get it later. It's just if you get it later, it's going to be a lot more money. So if you like what you see, we wanted to give you an opportunity to get it below for 50% off, like Mike said. And so down below, there's 2 options. $500, that'll be 50% right after that. Boom, you'll be done with it. Or there's the 3-pay option that gets you immediate access to the product, and that works out to be a little bit more than the 500. So it is the 500 is the best deal, but if money's tight, we wanted to have a way that anyone and everyone who wanted this information could get access to it. And I'm here to tell you guys, when my wife and I first got married, this was the information that set us on a course that put us in such a different position than virtually like all the people around me, my family, my cousins. It was this information that put us in a spot where now we're debt-free, we've got money working for us, and we're just in such a great position. It's this information. So if there's anything that I really want to get out to people, guys, it's this information, because I know it can be so life-changing. So did we cover everything?
Yeah, I think so. And so bottom line is with both products combined, you can hit your income goals very, very quickly. In fact, like we said in the last video, for $500 a month income, you just need 1 Crusader pack and you're good, right? And this product with HBA is the Crusader pack. So if you want to lock arms with us and make higher commissions, if you want to put more money back in your pocket, multiply your money, then we highly, highly recommend this Crusader pack and take us up on this deal. And if you don't like it, you can always just, what kind of guarantees do we have, Paul?
I'm glad you mentioned that. I was just thinking about that. So we're here to help people. We don't want to hurt anyone. We want good feelings all around. So if you do decide to take us up on this offer at the 50% off and you start going through it and you're like, you know what, maybe this wasn't really what I wanted. We have a 3-day, 100% money back guarantee. So if you're thinking about this at all, and you're just not quite sure, I would say take the offer, because again, once you exit out of this page, you're not going to see this offer again. It's full price, right? So I would say take it, start going through some of the information, and then if you like what you see, do nothing and just keep the information. And if you don't, you can send us an email, admin@thehomebusinessacademy.com. We're not hiding behind, any screens or anything. We're here to help you. We will go ahead and give your money back. But I have a feeling, Mike, that when people start getting into this information, they'll have experiences like Jonah Howe, who's a member of our academy. She bought the product, and twice now, just over the last few days, she says, I am loving this product. I am so addicted to it. I can't wait to share this with people. And I love seeing reactions like that, because it helps me to know, Mike, that you and I put together a good quality product that can help people. So
awesome. So yeah, I'm excited for you guys to get inside on this product. This is something that we really, truly believe will help every home-based business entrepreneur. And we're excited to give you the 50% discount right here, one time only. And yes, you could buy it later for $1,000 and it would be worth well more than that. So, no worries if that's the path that you want to take. We'll have 2 buttons below. The first button will go to the checkout page where you can choose your options, either the 1-pay or the 3-pay. And then we'll have a no thanks button at the bottom of this page if you decide to pass up on this offer. And then it'll just take you over and you'll get your email for your login for HBA. But if you do decide to purchase this, you will also get an email to set up your login for the Financial Literacy Academy. And we just want to welcome you in. Any final words for everybody, Paul?
We just appreciate your trust thus far. And as we close out a lot of our trainings, we want to encourage you to always go for your dreams. And we hope to see you on the inside in one of our upcoming masterminds.